Hey guys, welcome back. We're coming up to August time and this is when a lot of doctors tend to change jobs. So I thought I'd make a video with some tips about starting a new job because I'm actually in the same boat. I'm going to be starting specialty training in August, which I'm looking forward to, excited but nervous, and I know a lot of people will be in the same boat. So hopefully these are tips I can apply, you can apply, and hopefully it will be useful. The first tip sounds obvious, but it is to arrive on time, especially on your first day. I mean, you should be arriving on time, even throughout, but especially on your first day. First impressions do matter, and I'm preaching to myself as well because I got issues with time. But we're working on it, and I am getting better, I think. So arriving on time is so important. It gives you, I feel like it'll put you in a better space as well. You're not rushing to find where this place is or where this location is. Most times you're going to be either working in a new hospital or a new different office to where you normally work on your first day. So except you're super keen and you then visit beforehand to try and familiarize yourself, which isn't a bad idea actually, but some places you can't do that because you won't have the ID cards, you won't have the things needed, and people might be like, who's this random person just lurking about. But if you got permission, that would be even better. So yes, arriving on time. The second tip is to know your worth. You have been given that job, that position for a reason. You probably had to prove yourself in some way or form. You probably had to work hard, get some qualifications, or even go through the interview process to begin with. So you've been given that job for a reason. So believe in yourself and know your worth, and be ready to have a good time in your new job. The third tip is to give your best. You want to add value to where you are starting your job. You want to be able to help the company or the ward or wherever it is you're placed work better. And you might feel, oh, it's just me, how am I gonna help every clog and every whatever you want to call it wheel all fits in together to make things work. So you are a vital part of that business, of that hospital, and believe it. So do give your best, and add value to where you are starting your work. Number 4, obvious again, but be friendly and respectful. Especially as you're starting this new job, you're probably going to be meeting lots of new people. Introduce yourself, smile, make that effort to, especially in the beginning stages while everyone's getting to know themselves, to get to know people more, and maybe go out for a meal or a drink as much as possible given the current situation. But always be respectful as well. Everybody there adds value as well as you do, and even if they may not treat you in that way, still be respectful and still be friendly. And most often than not, it tends to turn things to be more positive. So Number 5, be intentional about your life outside of work. It's easy to get consumed by our careers. I mean, we do spend a lot of our hours or majority of our lives in the careers that we choose most of the time. So we have to be really intentional, I personally think anyway, about our life outside of work. And this might include setting boundaries when you're able to, or even doing your best to set it even when it might seem difficult in those situations. As a doctor, I'm going to be working nights, long day, weekends, very long hours a lot of the time. So I try to be intentional about my time outside of work. and investing in the things and people that I love, you know. And yes, we might have to stay late after work sometimes, but if it's becoming a pattern, it's something that I might need to flag up, or there are ways that I can do that. Schedule things in if you need to do. Stick to hobbies, even if it's you might not be able to do all of them, at least one thing that you're able to do. Even if you're tired sometimes, still try to spend time with family and friends. A lot of times they will understand. Having a good work-life balance will help you to do your job even better. I really do believe that. So really do protect that outside of work time as much as you can. Number 6, find a good support network, or find your tribe. And this might be in work, this might be outside of work. But wherever it is, it's always good to have one. Like, we're not meant to be in isolation as people. We're not created for isolation. We're created for community. So wherever that is, do try to keep connected with them, because they'll help you on those bad days. They will rejoice with you and celebrate with you in the good ones. So yes, it's so important to find our tribe. One last tip, and this will apply to a lot of new jobs, but especially for me as a doctor. For example, I'm going to be starting specialty training in general practice and academic clinical fellowship in general practice. So as part of general practice training, you rotate around lots of different specialties over a couple of years. So I'll be spending 6 months in a new specialty each time till my training finishes. So I'm going to be starting on pediatrics, and I've not done much peds since medical school, and since actually I did a bit during my GP rotation in my 2nd year foundation training. But in this case, you will have to revise and brush up your knowledge, practical, theoretical knowledge in areas. So for me, I'm going to be revising some pediatrics so that when I see those babies, I'm not like so that I will at least, you know, not be completely out of my depth. It'll still be a steep learning curve because, you know, children and babies, I feel like they're a whole different ball game. So yes, for you, I don't know what that is. You might be starting a specialty in psychiatry, or a surgical specialty, or some particular medical specialty. I think it's always good to, even if it's just a couple of hours you spend, whatever you need to do for you to brush up on that knowledge, you know, revise how to do the basic examinations for that specialty. And if you're outside of medicine, again, that might apply for you. If you're working in tech, I don't know, brush up on some program that you've never used. Or I don't know, if you're a lawyer, maybe read up on laws. But yeah, basically try to revise some knowledge that will be useful to you as you start the new job. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this has been a little bit helpful. I'm trying to do all these things myself as well, so we can do it together. And if you're a new foundation doctor, or new foundation doctor starting, because all the interim FY1s have probably finished off now, or are finishing off, I made a little video for you as well, just to encourage you as you take this leap from med student to doctor. You can do it. So yes, thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you next time. Bye.